Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're really digging into a critical moment, the escalation and fragile ceasefire of June 2025.
That's right. A really intense period,
Yeah, exactly. So, our mission, as always, is to take all these sources you've shared, the articles, the reports, and pull out the key takeaways for you.
giving you that shortcut to understanding what happened.
Precisely. We're focusing on that period, what was it, June 12th to the 24th, 2025, leading up to that ceasefire declared on the 24th.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this.
And I think the first thing to flag right off the bat is that term the sources keep using,
Ah,
fragile.
fragile, yeah.
A ceasefire was announced, yes, but almost every report stresses how precarious it is.
Yeah.
It's not like, peace suddenly broke out.
Yeah.
It signals something much more complex.
That's a really important point. So before the ceasefire, the lead up, the sources call it a major escalation in June 2025.
Definitely major. Not just a minor skirmish. We saw a real intensification.
And significant casualties and damage, right? The reports mention not just military losses, but hitting civilian infrastructure pretty hard.
Yeah, things like power grids, key transport links. One source actually called it the worst spell of urban damage in that area for years. It was serious.
Wow. Okay. So then, pretty quickly, it seems, efforts shifted towards a ceasefire.
What's fascinating here is the speed, actually. The declaration on June 24th came after some really intense back-channel talks.
Involving regional players, some sources hinted.
Exactly. It seems like the sheer humanitarian cost and, frankly, the fear of wider regional instability really pushed things forward fast.
But not everyone was on board with the announcement, were they?
Oh, definitely not. The sources point to immediate conflicting reactions. Big ones.
So, like, some governments were cautiously supportive,
Right, seeing it as a necessary step, maybe. But then you had other groups, especially, certain opposition factions mentioned, who basically denounced it.
saying it didn't address the core issues, like territory disputes or other points in the agreements.
Precisely. Which tells you straight away, this truce was on shaky ground from the absolute beginning.
Okay, so that brings us to the current status. How do the sources describe it now? Still fragile.
Explicitly.
Er,
That word keeps coming up. Fragile. And we're seeing reports of sporadic strikes continuing amid mixed statements from both governments.
sporadic strike. So it hasn't actually fully stopped, like artillery fire, drones, maybe?
Apparently,